Well, about 9 years ago, we started a partnership with Syntel that has grown into a wonderful relationship. We're doing a lot of great things for Target, and Syntel's just been a wonderful partner for us. And then about 2 years ago, when there arose an opportunity to work with the Target Chip Ganassi racing team to develop a new application, first-of-a-kind application in open-wheel racing, Syntel stepped up to partner with us to make that happen. And last year we won the series, so in part is due to the fact that we had this new application ready for the team. And Syntel was a great part of making that happen.
Syntel has provided the programming support to help develop the digital documentation system that we're using. It allows our engineers to record the setup changes that they're making on the race cars. Up until this point, the engineer had always recorded this information in a traditional pen and paper method. This piece of software and in combination with a tablet PC allows the engineer to record these setup changes during a session and have that information readily accessible for other team members, and in our situation particularly for the other driver and his engineer. Another application that we use, which is a Microsoft product, it is their live communications. It is an instant messaging application. So it allows us on tablets and using laptops to have an instant messaging conversation between the two pit stands.
We're not always pitted together. So I can type stuff in on my tablet. Bill Pappas, the other engineer on the other car, can read what we're doing on Scott's car, and he can analyse that and see whether it's worth trying on Darren. Similarly, I can get info off him all the time. During the races, that aspect also works because we can see what's going on with each car, how we're running, whether someone did something that helped. That's a pretty good idea. While we're working in a practice session or a qualifying session, it's very useful to have that database of information we can call back on, and it's all in the same format. What we used to do years ago, we used to have Excel sheets and all that kind of thing. They're always subtly different. They're not stored in the same database that's easily accessible. Obviously, us race engineers knew how to access it, but it was tough for other people to just drop in. Now we have the application throughout the company. Everybody knows you can just log on, get the information you need at any time. It's all in the same format. Everyone understands it.
We had a situation last year in Pikes Peak where due to a very rare mechanical failure, Scott Dixon actually missed out on track time during the final practice before the race. His engineer was then able to use the trackside application to review data from the teammate, Thomas Schechter, and his engineer to help make some decisions for final fine-tuning for the race. Scott ended up winning Pikes Peak last year, so we're very, very happy with what the application was able to provide us.
You can go talk to every engineer in the entire pit area, and their response is unanimous of I can't believe that we've been able to work without this thing for this many years and been as successful as we have been. So, quantitatively, that's our next step, is to try to figure out exactly how to measure that. If you look at maybe the amount of time it takes to set up the car over the course of the weekend, when the car comes off the truck, there's an amount of time where it takes to figure out how you need to set up the car differently for that specific track, and then go with it. Well, if we have all that data at our fingertips and easily downloadable and easily manipulated to temperature settings of the air temperature, track temperature, what have you, setup of the car becomes that much less important, and let's get on the track and make it work. So.
From my point of view, when we started using it, we ran it at a couple of tests. There was a short learning period, kind of getting up to speed on it. Now I'm fast enough with it that, compared to how I used to do it riding in a book, I'm as fast or faster than that now. And I have access to a whole load more information than I ever used to, just right in front of me, which helps. Having all that information, while the car's running, I'm now getting live telemetry, as well as getting on screens, which we always had.